done. Look, it's like a menorah, but my nose is the middle. I didn't get that many hours of sleep last night, so I'm a little slap happy. Anyway, so we are doing a fractal. I know we're doing a fractal because the moment I saw this, let me read the name of it. Aurora Borealis BFL 1/2 ounce Phantasmic. Oh my gosh, Phantasmus. It's like Christmas, only fantastic, fibery. Anyway, you guys know I have a soft spot in my heart for BFL. Actually, Spinning Mermaid, she knows that I have a love for the BFLs. So, oh, the squealing when I open this. And in it is this really interesting, like, rustic Christmas. I think this looks like desert Christmas to me. It's like the deserty neutrals with sort of a Christmassy flair. And then the Bakewell Rolex. Now, the Bakewell Rolex have kind of become the like unifying thread throughout the entire project. So that's cool. However, we are going to do something unique. I am going to show you, hopefully it works, how to fractal this and this and these. So here's my intentions. I'm gonna go ahead and split this in half like a normal person. Well, like a normal fractal. And then, well, here, actually, let's just go ahead and split it in half on camera so you can kind of see what I'm doing. It almost feels like, I don't know the word I'm trying to think of. Sacrilegious. It almost feels sacrilegious to blend this with anything, which is, if you've been watching me for any period of time, you understand how vast of a compliment that is to this woman's abilities. But that is not the challenge. However, do not be surprised if you don't see a roving spin from Spinning Mermaid. Anyway, so we have 1/2, and that's going to be our large piece of the fractal. Well, also we have this sucker. He's also a 1/2. And then we're going to do the same thing to our BATT, and I'm going to just split him in the middle rather than peel them apart, because bats, if you peel it in half, most of them are going to be two different sides. But if you split them in half in the middle, like across the grain, you get a better selection. Do you know what I'm trying to say? This is why I write books first, so I can like rewrite a sentence 5 times to make sure it makes sense. Anyway, so now we have our small pieces. And with these bits, we're going to divide, I'm going to do 4 divisions, I think. I might be able to do more. That's always the trick with Fractal, trying to decide how many divisions you want. Like, okay, see here, the fiber wants to split itself naturally, so I'm going to go ahead and split it there. So there's that, which means I'm going to split these guys again. It looks like it's going to be 8 pieces. There's kind of a trick to this. There's sort of these fault lines in the roving, and if you find them, you can peel them apart really easily, like that one did. However, if you try and go against them, your life is going to be sad. So there's your pro tip for this video. Don't go against the fault lines of the fiber. Okay, so now we have all these little things. I'm talking you through this because I want to make sure that you understand what I'm doing. And also because I want to make sure that I understand what I'm doing. So this is like a bonus longer talkie video. So I'm going to roll all of these into little nests and be right back. Okay, so I've rolled them all into little nests. And I'll look down so you can, like, look you down so you can see what I do in the end. But basically, here's what we're going to do. We are going to hold the bat and the rolag along with each of the puffs. So since there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 puffs, we're going to go ahead and do 8 pieces of rolag. So just break it apart. And apart. So there's 4. Choo choo. Choo choo. Choo choo. Oh, that one's gonna. I already started to go choo choo. Okay, that was super unscientific. So, and then the same with this. Half. Half. Split. Split. Again, this is unscientific. If you have been following me for any time at all, you know that I don't like to use science with fiber. But really, I don't like math and numbers. Science is cool. Like, one of my favorite things to watch is the SciShow. Numbers, however, let's just say we're in beginning peace talks because I'm soon going to be a homeschool mother, and negotiations need to start far in advance, so that way we have a good alliance going when the child actually needs to learn about them. We're starting with being able to count without using your fingers for videos, so that's good. Anyway, so now I have it all divided up, and I'm going to show you on one what it's like. Tell me if you like this kind of video, because I could do this more often perhaps. It's just longer and ramblier. So I have this piece and it's yay long. So I'm just going to draft this guy until it matches in length. And so what this is going to do is this is going to help me maintain the color of, see? The color of the roving, but also hold even. Hold 2. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And I'm going to do the same thing with this rolag. Now the rolag is special because it's quite dense and it makes a small piece. It's harder to control. So if you're having trouble getting the rolag to draft to the same length as your roving, go ahead and double draft it, like double long. So like for this one, it's way too long. So you can go ahead and get it to where it's twice the length that you want and split it in half so you have 2 little pieces that you're holding. Do you know what I'm trying to say there? And so I got my 2 little pieces. And that's actually still a little long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those extras and pull them off and tuck them further down the line. Alright, so you have this bundle like this, right? It's messy. That's not the point. Oh, and this is not a directional stripe. No matter where you start, it goes the same color progression, so it doesn't matter how you wind it up. But if it is directional, make sure you start with the same end every time. And then you have a little puff that's going to show you a teaser of what your finished yard might look like. So we went from this, to this. spun this Fractal yarn, and there were a couple places where the lighting was kind of poor, but I think it looks really good. I love how like traditionally Hanukkah it is, but also super modern. I don't know. I think, let me show you the lineup. Can you see both of them? Yes, you can. I think this one by far and wide is my favorite so far. I mean, you kind of probably guessed I was going to be in major love with it when it was a VFL and all of my favorite mermaid colors. So, thumbs up to Aurora Borealis in BFL from the Spinning Mermaid. That was great. And then that sort of desert Christmas just really highlighted it. This is a great example of blending things to come up with something super cohesive and uniform and incredibly depthy when you start out, when you start out and they don't all look similar. So, well, I mean, honestly, the whole series is basically a study in that, but I feel like particularly this yarn looks incredibly intentional and very sort of tweedish. I don't know, I really like this one. So, I will see you tomorrow for day number 5. That means we've switched to the other side of the candles now. Other side of the candles. Other candles on the other side. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So if you liked this video, leave me a comment letting me know what you liked. Hit the like button if you can't comment, or if you want to do both. And if you don't want to miss out on the next 3 days, go ahead and subscribe.